guess on that. Yeah, dude, this is my iPhone 8. Oh, look at me out there. It's my iPhone 8. We'll be fine. But this was the first year that they had put a 4K camera in the Apple iPhone. So I was gonna get rid of this phone, but I literally went to my camera settings. I said, if it's not a 4K? I was like, I'll get rid of it. But then I found out it was 4K.
Bro.
So I solely use this now. So all my content and everything you see, I'd be recording on the busted iPhone 8. But it's all good.
Oh, look, all phone video.
A phone is a tool, and it's okay.
That's crazy.
You don't need a Sony
you
camera.
You use it as the tool it is.
That you paid thousands of dollars for.
It's a computer in your pocket.
Literally. And there's $1 trillion in every phone. You just got to find it.
Every time. So I'd be like,
Okay. So you're on mic 3. Alright, Noah, we're going to go live here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And what is going on, everybody? We are out here on KQBHLP in Los Angeles, California on 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. I'm your host for the night, PBP, Painting Bigger Pictures. You can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for dinner. I think we've already gotten that across the board. We are back out here again Thursday night, starting off our nightly transmission out here over in Boyle Heights at the Youth Art Conservatory. Today was kind of an interesting day. You know, I always like to update everybody. You know, you only hear from me every 2 weeks or so. But, you know, work has been okay. I guess I'm starting to really embrace that West LA traffic, man. Let me tell you about that. West LA traffic, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm moving into a new spot, and so I just got a taste of coming back this way. I'll figure something out. Someone had suggested Olympic Boulevard. It's still stop and go. It doesn't matter. There's no way around it. But guys, we have a very, very special guest tonight. I am very, very honored, thankful. We had a great kind of pre-warm-up conversation in our lobby. But we have, let me see. I'm going to explain it in my words. Independent hip-hop connoisseur here. He's got his own event promotion company. He works with a lot of very, very talented individuals and a lot of people that I listen to. Inspiration in its own sense, positivity, being an artist, just really leading on to what the definition of embracing hip-hop is in my eyes, being a true hip-hop head. But without further ado, I can stop my introduction and let's get into letting him do his thing. Mr. Noa James.
Blessings. How y'all doing out there?
Yes, sir. We have the Orca man himself here.
Man.
The Orca himself. Such an honor to have you, man.
Nah, blessing, man. This is tight, man. I haven't been in here in a while, so it's good to be back.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. It's cool, man. And I had a lot of people. I was just checking the IG before I came out. A lot of our close knit community we have. They're like, hell yeah, man. Congratulations. Like, have a good show.
Love.
I think we got some friends, some family, maybe some new listeners. But man, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We got Noa James out here, prime time, KQBHLP. Noah, how you been, man?
I'm blessed, man. Busy, resting, having fun.
Yup.
Stressed, not stressed. Life. That's the beautiful ebb and flow.
Yeah, you had told me too. You're doing your label right now. You're getting that going. I had just seen you a couple days. You were over at LRG.
Yeah.
You were doing a mic drop over there. Shout out to you, man. I remember LRG, man. I remember I was in high school, like 2010, 2011. I was a freshman when they were like popping out, like a streetwear brand, man. And it pretty much. It pretty much was like a, how do you say it, like LRG was like, in 2010, 2011, like that whole swag era, man.
Like the beginning of streetwear.
Yeah.
Like
pushing
Skater, Lifted.
Like I think almost we were talking about CDs.
Yep, around that time.
I think we went from CDs to pushing a streetwear brand.
Yeah, around there, like everyone was, that. I think that was everyone's goal in hip-hop to have their clothing line, especially hip hop was about fashion. Like that became one of the elements of hip hop was fashion. Mm-hmm. So that became like, all right, how else can I sell something? Have like people forget Woo Wear.
Ooh, I haven't heard that in a minute.
But Woo Wear is still cracking.
Yeah, but for me though, like, you know, it's like there's so many brands and I got so many people DMing me things like, hey, do you want to wear this? Would you promote this? Like, you forget about the originals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And people who stay loyal gonna stay loyal. Then a lot of them overseas. Some of them are novelties now.
Yeah.
Like
you're looking at the back of the tag, like, did they still got, like, if they were pressing them on Gildan's, you know,
Yeah.
Humble Beginnings, like, did you get, like, this shirt if it was made at this quality?
Yeah, like the first like Kanye tee or first, so it's like I don't know, it's about that in the beginning from Wu, from Run DMC, you know what I mean?
Do you have any, because you had mentioned to me, man, you used to go and hand out t-shirts at pizza parks, or skate parks, and do pizza and stuff like that. Do you know anybody that has one of those shirts?
I know a couple of them.
And they still wear them, or they hang them on the wall?
They keep them. They can't wear them. But I have people like got my first merch shirt.
Yeah.
Before the Orca, it was an intelligent, elegant elephant with my logo on it.
Yeah.
So they had that, my name. So I got people that kept.
What was this, 07, 08?
09.
Yeah.
Yeah, people still got my GB Fresh, Girl Fresh, Boy Fresh. That's me and Lisa's first clothing line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so people still got like, you know, it to them it's like albums. Like they got my first album, so they treated my first merch as like, I know you're gonna be big. Sign this, and I signed it. And they
treated it like an NFT.
Yeah, man. They not real talk. It's like I think that helped me believe in myself.
Yeah. And when you say you believe in yourself, how do you, you know, being in the game so long you've been, you know, you're at that 20-year mark coming in on, how do you tell yourself to still be great in the rap industry and just our community in a whole?
It got to a point where I didn't have to tell myself, you know what I mean? Like, my work did it. Like, my work did it, like, by even, something like, how do you measure by your work? I'm like, man, it was about what festival I got or what show I got or just shoot, my granny got hurt. My granny had 3 of my albums on her visor. Next to her Christian albums.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because it got to the point to where my music had no cussing in it.
Yeah.
So she really started listening. So like, it got to a point of that, but then it's like, as a artist, you need to have that ego on you a bit. You need to have that on you and put it in the right place. Like, you can be dope. If someone say, no, you dope, I'm going to say, yes, I am. But that doesn't mean you're not, right?
Yeah.
So I since my career begun, I placed my ego in the right place. I never placed it in, like, I didn't have to belittle someone think I'm dope.
Yeah, you had mentioned that you said your OGs, Mike. They just stay the same. They never changed anything for anyone. They didn't belittle anyone. They didn't call nothing out. They spoke how they felt, but it was in a poetic manner.
Yeah, very way. Like, even if it was negative, like, how can I see the light in that and see how you can make that better? If I see someone rapping on their vocals, I'm like, hey, man. Right, and really, I would tell them, like, hey. I remember I told a kid, I said, listen, there's 2 shows I got. I got a CNG show and I got a Mortal Technique show. Because I said, your music's really dope, but because you rap on your vocals, I only could put you on a CNG show. Because that show got CNG, Doughboy. It's all the artists that they're in the mainstream, they're going to rap over their vocals.
Because you curate.
I curate. So I'm not going to put you on this Immortal Technique show, even though your music can fit, but your performance don't.
Yeah.
But then your music fits over here and your performance fits over here. So I didn't belittle little homie. I told him where I can put him at.
Like, you were honest, and especially as not only people have to understand. I also too am an event curator.
Yeah.
You have to be mindful. It's a business. It's also too like, well, yeah, I could give you the chance, but how is this going to respond? Because say you had the best crowd outcome.
Yeah.
But then they're like, man, this guy doesn't know how to put artists together. And then everything that you might have built up. Like, see, that's where you guys got to understand.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's more than just, book a bill.
Yeah.
Put artists on a bill. No. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Is it reasonable?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't open up for this artist if you don't make that type of music.
Yeah.
It's like for Thought Fest. There's so many artists that want to get on Thought Fest, but look who's on it.
It's boom bap or like it's OGs in the game.
OG mainstream.
RBL Posse.
Yeah, or
D12.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, you know,
Light Shaded Brown.
Just to name a few.
Raw Digger or Pharrell Monch, or it can go to E40 or two. No, we did Sugar Free. Then we did who's like a mainstream, like D12, like mainstream.
Yeah. Well,
So, but it's mainstream
mainstream underground.
But
Locksmith.
But see, I tell people like in the early 2090s, what we consider underground, they were signed.
Yeah.
So they were signed artists.
But like, did you guys know like how we look at underground music? Like, say someone like me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not maybe going to your shows,
Yeah.
doing your open mics. Was there that type of community, or were there cats out there where it wasn't like they weren't doing anything?
Yeah.
But there was still an underground community within the signed underground, like what the definition of underground used to be.
Yeah. I think that's everyone until they want to get signed. 'Cause I think at a point where there's some artists like some people like I'm DIY to a DIE. Like, you know what I mean? Some people really like I'm gonna do it myself until that's my thing.
Like me, but...
You know what I mean? But then it's like, man, not me. Like I'm DIY until I get a right team, right deal, right everything that's in the right situation.
But that's trial and error though. But I think I'm gonna even ask you this, man. I know I'm still young in this game, but one thing I had seen early on, when I was doing events or I was doing shows, I had seen just like people who were comfortable doing what they were doing, but they had been doing it for 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
And to me, that's when I first was like, that doesn't make sense. You're very talented from what I see.
Yeah.
But why are you so comfortable in this? Like, did that ever motivate you, or do you, or you just let people rock you?
I just let people do. And like, if I see that you're not taking nowhere, I won't book you no more.
Yeah.
Like for real.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Yeah. If I don't look like, if it don't look like you want to take this seriously, I can't. Like I get to see it. Like you know what I mean. That's why I can call No Limit kid to come do.
Shout out No Limit.
You know what I mean? Like hey, No Limit, you've been working hard. Me and you got a song together. I got a song with Jizza. Come do your verse on my set.
Yeah.
Come do a song on my set, because I know you're taking this seriously.
Yeah.
You're investing. You want this.
Yeah.
There's people I like, I got a show in Phoenix, pop up. They're like, I'm there, Noah. I'm there. Hey, I got a show in Minnesota, pop up. I'm there. My homie Eugene, I said, I got a show in Denver. He said, I'm going to get a ticket right now. I'm there. And sometimes
does that show you, if I'm understanding your response right now, is that like, say, maybe someone you're comparing, not comparing No Limit, but a version of No Limit, say Minneapolis, you see him, he wants it, hey man, I'm going to be out here.
Yeah.
And then you see that, so then maybe...
Yeah, I'm going to give you way more opportunities than a person where I like, come do this show in Riverside. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not going.
And that's here, that's local.
Yeah, but there's people like, I don't know, man. Who's on it? Who's this? Like, you don't even got that.
Does that fall on the LA politics?
That's every politics. That's everywhere, bro. Every artist, every scene has that. Some scene is worse. Yeah, and it's ego. And it's entitlement. Yeah. And like there's people that feel like, I deserve this because I did this and did that. Or I feel like I deserve whatever the work I put in.
Yes.
So, but then it's like, I don't know, in this music business, you really got to figure out your place in this and how you want to go about it, because you're going to get lost in a lot of different sauces. You might go chase this right here. Like, you might see, like, you're curating right now, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to figure out, what are you curating for? What's the big goal? What's the big goal after this? Like, I treat shows as Raws and SmackDowns and pay-per-views.
Ooh, I know you're a big WWE
But
guy.
So when I say I curate, I'm a Paul Heyman. I'm an Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, Vince
I'm a Vince, senior, junior. I'm everyone who book wrestling, cards. I book cards. So I curate by cards and energy. Sometimes I need someone real dope to open the show. Real dope, because someone who not real dope open the show is a break.
Oh yeah.
So I will book Young Miss, and Young Miss said, "No, why do I gotta go first?" I said, "Because I need you to be the most important." I said, "You're the most important person. Guess what? I'm gonna treat you the best the whole day."
Yeah.
I would tell them that you going first, and I didn't like to make them go first, but I just know.
I love going.
I need that, but it's like, but then the next show she didn't go first. I paid her to do this show. So sometime we did DIY Fest at the Glass House. It's a big show. It's the Glass House.
That's in Pomona.
Right, it's in Pomona. It's big. It's all locals, and they didn't believe that we could sell out the Glass House all locals.
And you did.
We did, 8 years in a row. 8 years, 800 people every time, all locals. Right. one year Young Men's gonna open. Next year she's headlining with Reverie, Il Camille, C4, and her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have to place you right here.
Yeah.
I think Merz put me on pay dues like third. I think when like Droopy, then me, then someone else. All right, no, I'm gonna have you right here. He placed me correct.
Droopy as in E40
40 Son, yeah. Then me and Droopy
Dang.
was coordinated because Droopy was gonna be more lit and have more party.
So you, of course, Droopy.
Yeah. So, but he's in the same boat as me. Me and him are openers.
Yeah.
We're the new booties here.
But you know what? I'll say this. Shout out to Wavy when he was doing Season Fest.
Yeah.
He had me open.
Yeah.
And that was the first time to me as an artist. I said, why am I opening? He's like, bro, it's not that, you don't have anything. He's like, let's see if you can set the tone.
Yeah.
He's like, we're just experimenting here. You might be this killer opener that we never knew about.
Yeah, because when you're going big tours, you're going to have to open.
But from that, I met Champagne Aramis.
Yeah.
I met all the people I met from the IE.
Yeah.
It was because I opened, but they had told me, they said, no, we're kind of looking at you, but you set that tone. And that's why we said, all right, let's turn our ear and our eye to you. And then, just through that small 10-minute set, how many people that I still talk to this day, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'll take that, like I said, like opening. If I open too, because I curate, I always have to get in the battle of the person that I put at the set list.
Yeah.
Typically, I don't like to drop the set list.
Yeah.
I like to wait.
I dropped that.
Well, it was, this is young curator,
yeah.
but I just didn't like that confrontational, like, but for me, I'm a non-confrontational dude.
Yeah.
So something I'm like, I'll seduce. It's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want the noise.
I feel you,
Yeah, I don't want the noise.
Nah.
But if you're gonna run a business, and even Locksmith told me this, bro. When I was booking Lock, we were on some business talk, and he said, Andrew, I got a lot of respect for you, but he's like, sometimes you got to take the loss to advance. He's like, you might not make money every show.
Oh.
And even Locke told me, he said, your ego right now is talking to me. And when he said that to me, that was the first time as a curator and just anybody in this industry when I was humbled enough to this is the performer. This is the guy I'm paying.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, it's the first lesson you're going to learn. Like, you can't make money on every show. Do you think I made money doing the battle rap on MTV and going and doing all that?
Driving.
He told me, he's like, do you think I made money doing that? I said, no. He's like, exactly, bro. He's like, you've done 3 shows, and you think you're going to try and muscle one up on me? That's when I knew, yeah, to this day, whatever, Locke ain't going to talk to me ever again. But the moral of it is what I learned from that.
Yeah.
What I took from that.
Yeah.
I got the first, I'll give you it, but, this is, you're going to listen, and hopefully you take something from this.
It's going to be L's, W, lessons, losses, and just gotta take it and figure out what you can gain from it. What would you do next?
I think the best thing for me, what I did next was just I adapted. I think adaptation, and then that's when I started working with Mescal, and I was out and I was doing all the little things I did contribute in my short tenure. I started to listen more. I was so hard-headed where I think that's another issue where a lot of people, they come in thinking they have everything figured out.
Yeah.
Well, I can admit I was one of those people. But now, being a father, that's definitely a big thing. But it's being able to just listen.
Yeah, that's it.
And take what people are saying. They're not telling you what to do. They might have made more mistakes than you.
Yeah, that's it. I failed more. I failed way more. I
like you, and I don't want to see you.
I have $100,000 fail. I have 6-figure failures.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't touched that.
But I tell cats that. But I tell people there's people with 6-figure failures. Then you don't want to listen to them because they're still doing it and they figure out how not to fail.
How about this? They lost 6 figures and they can still eat dinner.
Yeah.
That should show enough about a person. If they've lost millions of dollars but they still got a hot meal in front of them, how in the hell are you?
But sometimes that's not even money. That's your Rolodex. Sometimes your Rolodex is more than your money.
Exactly. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know. The Black Godfather, when he said that, he said, listen, it can be times where I have no money, but $1 million in my Rolodex.
Yes, exactly.
He said, I would never be broke because what I've given. He said, how much I gave so much that, and I feel him. I can be broke one day and go on my Rolodex and know hey, I need this.
Now.
Hey, I need this, my G. I get you back at this time because I'm going to make this move because I did it for other homies too. So it's like, I build a beautiful support system that we help each other even in those times where it can get tough, and I didn't need this to get back on my feet.
Yeah, and like even for me too, like recently I had some car issues. Shout out, to my actual producer and just like personal friend. I was sitting there. It was, it was a financial thing, but it was like, I could do this, I could do that. But he just like without hesitation, he just handed me the money, and I was like,
that's different.
But he was like, bro, you've done enough for me and my producing and getting me artists and gigs. He's like, don't be afraid to ask me for $100.
Yeah, that's the...
And that for me, like, I come from a very, broken family with not a lot, so asking even your brother to borrow his T-shirt, you gonna get beat up.
Yeah.
Or if we can get on Matt and whoever wins Matt, that's where we would settle differences.
Yeah.
But to ask someone for $100 where I'm from, asking for $1.
Even a man, like as a man sometimes, but then that's a brotherhood.
No, and that's what my homie told me today at work. He's like, bro, that's not your friend. That's your brother.
That's your brother.
That's your brother.
Yeah.
Whether you take it or not, he's like, did you ask him? No, he just did it. And he told you, don't be afraid to ask me for anything. And I don't see enough of that, I'd even say, too, in music. I know, like, what a lot of, say, artistic community, like the people that are actually involved, but I think that's probably what could be the best thing for, say, underground hip-hop.
Yeah.
Is like you and Lise, you guys had mentioned you went on a tour in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You mentioned they were building satellites, and then you said we're going to give before we take.
Yeah, got to give. Prayed with them.
I think that is the best thing I've heard from an artist. I don't even know in how long.
We did the event called Building Blocks. We started this like 2008. Mm-hmm. And our OG, at this time, I was a very angry kid. So I'm running amok. I'm tearing like IE, Dino. I would call like Dino's Monsters.
Like you were on Demon Time.
Very. But I was battle rapping, doing all of this. And my OG said, hey, man, you got to do something a little different. So we started doing an event called Building Blocks. From Building Blocks, from the money we would make, we would go give food and do a barbecue in front and feed the homeless.
Ooh.
This is the first time I realized, I'm like, oh.
Like you can make an impact.
You can make a very good, and this is 2000. It's crazy. That alley was the most dangerous alley ever in San Bernardino. Now it's an alley for the community.
But it started with you guys
off
giving back, doing barbecue.
Dumbfounded with this 2008. Dumbfounded would drive all the way from Koreatown to San Bernardino.
Mind you, this is during a recession, an economic crash
yes.
too. When you guys are still out, like you should probably be home feeding your family.
Nah, we out here rapping, feeding the homeless, helping out anyone. Audio pushes coming through. People dropping their kids off. It's all ages. It's in San Bernardino.
It's for the community.
Yeah, so we didn't think it was for the community. We was just doing it not to get in trouble ourselves. So then it turned into something. Building Blocks turned into Common Ground. Common Ground turned into like DIY Fest. Common Ground is like where 60 would go through. That's where everyone started.
Is that how you met 60?
That's how I met everyone. I would book them. Like I know 60 before his name was 60, so it was just booking everyone, like, yo, we need something out here. There's nothing to do. Mm-hmm. I brought Project Blow to the IE through Ganja K. And
I know Project Blow, that's like a staple.
That's a staple LA thing.
And we brought Project Blow.
And I brought it to IE, and a lot of people didn't like that I did that, right? They're like, oh, don't bring that over here.
But someone has to cross the boundary.
The thing is, something has to be done, and my grandfather said, if you don't do nothing, shut the F up.
Whew. Or if you ain't got nothing nice to say.
No. If you're not doing nothing, if you're just complaining about something in your city and you're not doing nothing about it, shut up.
Like, say, even in May, they ripped a park out and you didn't like it. Go to that city hall meeting.
Go to the meeting.
Use your 3 minutes to talk.
Go seal it up. Or shut up. And I'm like, dang, Grandpa. So since then, that's why I don't say nothing. Because I'd rather go do something than just put my opinion on something and, the scene is this. Well, go do something about it. There's only this. Well, go do something about it.
Well, it's almost like an in-house DJ we have here. He's very motivational. He had asked a question online, and I had answered it. And then he had motivated me through another thing. He does like Tai Chi or whatever. Yeah. But he had told me, he said, iron sharpens iron.
All day.
And no one has ever told me that. So I was like,
man.
Oof. That was the first no, but I knew he meant it.
Yeah, sharpens iron all day.
Yeah.
Mer sent me a juicer. Mer said, what do you need, Noah?
But isn't Mer's like, he's on his vegan.
But you understand, like Mer said, what you need? I said, I need a juicer. I said, okay. He sent me a juicer. After the juicer, I lost like 100-something pounds.
Shout out to Mer.
After I lost that 100 pounds, he said, I got 60 shows in 2 months. You want to do them?
Was that tour that you?
That's the first, my
that
first
last tour. That,
nah, bro.
oh,
This
was
is 2012. So I've been touring with Murs.
Well,
like,
I know you guys
for a
been
while.
connected for a while.
So
was this before he was on Strange Music?
Nah, yeah, this was before you streamed music. It was me, Murs, Prof, Fashawn, and Curtis King on the road to pay dues.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yo, I got 2 months, 60 shows." But he saw that I lost weight.
Yeah.
He saw that I utilized that juicer.
Yeah.
He asked me what I want. I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask for a verse.
You asked for a juicer.
I need a juicer. I need to lose weight. We did a show with him at the House of Blues, Anaheim. He saw that I lost weight. Me and Curtis killed the show. We saw a lot of merch. He said, "I got a tour coming up. It's 2 months, 60 shows. Do you want to do it?" "Well, how many shows do you want?" I said, "I want all of them." He said, "You sure it's 2 months? It's only 1 day off, and that's a weekend. 2 months." "Oh yeah, I got that. Easy." I like it.
And you had did it, and I'm not like just going on a limb here a little bit, but you had did it in a physical stature at the time. Probably.
Yeah, way bigger.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, 535. I'm like 400.
Would your size now? If you had your size now when you did that tour, do you think you would have done more then?
Way more.
Or it would have been like you could have networked more, or do you ever think about that?
Nah, because I probably network. The reason I can tour because I network very well.
Okay.
While everyone was going to parties and everyone was doing what they wanted to do at the tour, me and Lisa was working it. It was a point where Lisa was the tour manager. It was a point to where we helped running the show because we ran shows at home. So we wasn't just an artist, we know how to run a show. So when we went on tour, we didn't just rap, we helped. We got there before Murs got there and set up all the merchandise.
Yeah, definitely.
Disco is my DJ. I told Disco, never ask what you need help with, just help. So it's like I did more. I did enough. I didn't party. I think if I was smaller, I would have partied more.
Okay.
Because we got invited to an MIT after party in Boston. Yo, we got an MIT after party. We got this. We got that. And I said, "Nah, I'm good. My feet hurt.
I'm good. My feet hurt.
My knees hurt." And I'm doing security. Lisa,
Wait, you were doing security?
I still have my guard card to this day. I still got my guard card. I got my bodyguard
I didn't know
card.
You were ready to take flight like that.
Yeah, I was a bodyguard. I bodyguard for like Ray J, Bobby Valentino, Fantasia.
Okay.
I did sumo for 2 years. Like, the reason y'all can see me carrying this weight so well because I did things to carry this weight so well.
Well, Noah, I will say you are an inspiration to all. And the thing I do love the most about you is how you have opened the door for a lot of people that I work with, who I think are hella dope.
Yeah.
Danny Boy, No Limit, Crave, Classified.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like just like knowing that like I can only do so much for my friends. We all can only do so much for each other, right? But to know that there's someone out there like you who sees us and cares and gives a you know what, it's an important thing. And I think what you're doing, especially too, like with your label and everything that you have going on, I think you're like, obviously hard work pays off, but you're right in the place you need to be to set up the next generation of underground hip hop in LA. But before we go to break, I'm going to cue up some songs here. Is there anything that you want to drop, maybe that you've seen recently, like maybe kind of a jaw-dropping moment in hip-hop recently with what you've been doing?
A jaw-dropping moment?
Like in the underground, like us young cats out here. What little jaw-dropping moment you had?
Dang, man, I don't know. Hit Boy texted me, he showed Nas my music.
Oh, Hit Boy texted Nas and showed...
Nah, Hit Boy texted me and said, "Yo, I just showed Nas some of your records."
Well, what's Nas saying?
He said, "Dude, this dude fly. What is this?"
And you're from Queens,
yeah,
too.
So he was like, that was kind of dope. Like him, like me, I got records with him, but in the sense of him showing people like the records I got. I was like, "Oh, that's lit." But it was different because the old me, that would have went to my ego.
Bro, you were like, yo.
Yeah, but now I know what that is. No, did my ego go, "Of course." That was my ego went. My ego said, "Of course, dog." Like, this is what you write about. This is why you do music. Not for Nas to say you're dope, but he said, yo, he talking that fly stuff. And it was a song called Mirror More, Orca 4. You know, the first bar is, "I met my poacher guys. It said my epiphanies were strategized." And what his say, he said, "Hey man, keep that pen weird like that, bro.
Keep that pen weird.
Keep it weird. Keep it abstract."
Yeah.
He said, "What you mean? Even the wicked is looking after me." He said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "There's people that love us, that's on these streets, but they love us. They so hood, they so street, but they love us to death. You touch us, they own you."
I think the stupidest question I ever asked in hip hop myself, I was young. I was getting into Mac Dre. I was like, why is Mac Dre like still hanging out in the ghetto? I was like 7, 8 years old.
No.
But my friend Rigo said, because the ghetto's in him, and you ain't never gonna take it out.
Man, and
I was 8 years old. Like,
yeah, and that's sometimes that's the
cold truth.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes, cause you gotta leave that to even help. You gotta leave to get a new mindset. You gotta leave to get a new.
I mean, R.I.P. to Dre, but man, think if he really did give that extra push. He was with his cutties for sure. But if we still had Mac Dre today, whoo.
Because he's a genius, right? Like all these artists
he was smart, but he was just for the cutties.
But the thing is where is your environment?
Yeah. Who will you place yourself around?
That's it. Even where you grew up at, it's like Grandmaster Flash. He could have been a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
But what he did is create a scratching.
Yeah.
What he did is figure out what to do with 2 turntables.
Yeah.
Like this isn't created by some dude at home. These turntables was created by people who looted radio places and couldn't afford band equipment. They
would steal it.
Then figure out how to put this together
and make it what it is
and make
today.
it work.
See, even though you said hip hop was stolen in terms.
And like all of it, because
everything was stolen.
I think a lot of it would have did. I think a lot of people would have did band. A lot of black people would have been in bands if it was affordable.
Well, I mean, jazz. I mean, you think back even when I see like my dad's a big blues guy.
Yeah, same.
So I remember growing up listening to Howlin' Wolf.
Yeah.
B.B. King. Just like
Charles Bradley, Muddy Waters, man.
Blues music.
Yeah.
And my dad's a white boy from San Francisco, but he always was like, I was always like, Dad, like, in my understanding, I was like, why do you?
Yeah.
Because he's like, it's a story.
Yeah.
You can hear the story in the sound.
Yeah. You
how
feel
fat. And I remember the first time I saw my dad's best friend play on a steel hollow body Rickenbacker with a slide.
Mm-hmm. Stupid.
Ooh!
You feel it, right?
You could hit without him saying something. You're like, this dude smokes 2 packs of Marlboro Reds and he's had 3 divorces.
It's different. Like, say, I think DJ Quick said something. He said he had a tape and he had digital.
Yeah.
He said, understand that this has to breathe still.
Yeah.
The oxygen in the room still had to hit this film.
And you can, when you listen to it, you feel the party. I'd seen that.
So I tell people, like, it is energy carries.
Yeah, and energy carries beyond the universe and the solar system.
Yeah.
We are grounded here in California. We're grounded to Earth. Yeah. That's how we do it. But guys, if you're just tuning in, we're going to take a little break here. We're on KQBHLP in Los Angeles, California, on 101.5 FM, community services of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. Just got a couple of these Juicy J tracks here, Memphis Zoo. We're just going to run it through. We got to keep these clean hip-hop tracks here. You never know who's listening these days. But guys, part 2 of my interview with Noa James coming out here momentarily. Get some snacks.